This is the third video. We go ahead. As for example, a person infected in his lifetime, with illnesses. We get illnesses, we got illnesses since childhood, since birth. So when a person infected in his lifetime with illnesses, any illness, left an energetic impression, that means he left its own energetic impression on the body, which is responsible for precipitating relapses to the original symptoms or the emergence of more serious chronic illnesses. That means when any person who suffered from any condition, any chronic disease or any illness, whether it is acute, whether it is related to the skin or any condition, when it remains untreated, or maltreated, then it left an its own energetic impression. Then it left its own energetic impression on patient's health, which is responsible for precipitating which is responsible for precipitating relapses of the original symptoms of the chronic disease or the emergence of more serious chronic illnesses. In Hahnemann's day, the only common, well understood disease with such chronic symptoms were the venereal diseases of syphilis and figwort. That means during Hahnemann's time, the most common and well understood diseases were only two venereal diseases. That means two sexually transmitted diseases. They were called syphilis and psychosis. That means figwort disease. What we call figwort disease. Syphilis, that means the infection which is caused by the Treponema pallidum bacteria, and psychosis that by the gonorrheal infection. So there were two well understood diseases, chronic diseases were there. Now Dr. Hahnemann was in the search of the cause, that why the relapses of the complaints were there. Now Dr. Hahnemann was, when searching of this underlying disease condition, that means underlying cause of actual chronic disease, Hahnemann looked through the medical records of his patients a second time. Dr. Hahnemann looked through the medical records of his patients a second time, and he was trying to find out some common factors. What he found out? He was trying to find out some common factors. Now what is called common factors? That means when he was searching, or when he was through the clinical records of his patients, he found out that some symptoms were common in the past history. Some symptoms were common in the past history or when family history was there. That means what he concluded, that patients have this each eruptions. Patients have each eruptions which were suppressed. Patients have each eruptions on any bodily part. Genital regions also, other parts than the genital regions also. So when each eruptions were there and when they were suppressed by the topical measures, or what we can say the local ointments. So when these each eruptions were suppressed by the localized treatment, just because of this suppression in the past, the chronic diseases were appeared. So, presenting illnesses are only the fruits of the roots. Do you get? Presenting complaints, what we can see today, they are the fruits of the roots which were cultivated inside the body before so many years. This was the explanation given by Dr. Hahnemann. Now you can understand. So, what he found, that skin complaints, that means each eruptions and the localized treatment are responsible, localized suppressive treatment are responsible, or suppression by any means are responsible for the relapses of the complaints. Now we think that it is the speculation of Dr. Hahnemann only. It may be correct, it may not be correct, but Hahnemann was so punctual or he was so sincere in his work that Dr. Hahnemann was not only the one who thought like this. So he wrote 14 pages. He devoted 14 pages in the theory of chronic disease, where he concluded the experiences of so many physicians regarding the chronic disease of the similar cases where just because of the suppressive topical treatment, the relapses of symptoms were there. So if you think that it was only the concept or speculation of Dr. Hahnemann, that just because of the suppression of the topical treatment, the chronic relapses of the chronic disease was there. So it was not like that. So many physicians have observed also. He quoted the experiences of those physicians for 14 pages in the theory of chronic disease regarding this. So he started experimenting with the remedies. Now, after this observation, that because in the family history, yes, one point was left. Not only the suppressive topical treatments were responsible for the relapses of the chronic disease or the appearance of the chronic disease, but Dr. Hahnemann also gave the concept that hereditary influences are also responsible for the production of the chronic disease. So, hereditary heredity is also responsible, or it plays a major role in the production of so many chronic disease. He also concluded this in the chronic disease. Now, after concluding this, that there were something, skin eruptions was there in patient's lifetime, in anyone's lifetime, in any bodily part, he started experimenting with the remedies that covered the symptoms totality of eruption. Now, what he started? He started experimenting with the medicines, with the homeopathic medicines, which covered the symptoms totality of the eruptions. And after prescribing in terms of this condition, he got the success in treating the diseases. Whether the patient has given the history of skin eruptions or not, but he got success when he included this suppression of the each eruption, or when he included the history of the eruptions. He gave this condition the underlying non-venereal complaint, that is SORA. He gave this condition, the each eruption, that is the underlying non-venereal complaint, that is SORA, what we call itch. SORA means itch. It is a Greek word, psoriasis. So he first formulated regarding SORA. He later on gave the syphilis and then the psychosis miasm, that is psychotic miasm, or what we can say the Figwart miasm. Near the end of his life, now you learned that Hahnemann had given 3 miasms only. But Dr. Hahnemann, near the end of his life, has given, he added the 4th miasm, that is called, the 4th miasm, that is called pseudo-SORA, which is in relation to the tubercular miasm or tubercular diathesis. You can see this in Herring's preface to Hempel's translation of Organon. Herring's preface in Hempel's translation of Organon, where you get this idea that Dr. Hahnemann at the end of his life gave the 4th miasm, gave the explanation regarding 4th miasm, that is pseudo-SORA, that we can compare with the tubercular diathesis. At present we say the tubercular miasm also, that is in relation to the SORA as well as syphilis. Okay. Thank you.